During the 8:30, 9 o'clock time frame, we were really tracking some really strong thunderstorms in Columbus County. Now, they never did prompt any severe thunderstorm warnings, although close. The storm's really firing up, but they really weakened as they pushed their way eastward, and now we're barely left with any thunderstorm activity in southeastern North Carolina. You see a couple lightning strikes now over in Onslow County. We have seen a little bit of thunderstorm activity in the Holly Ridge area here just in the last hour or so. Now the storms have moved more towards Jacksonville, still from about Jacksonville through Sneads Ferry and just to the east of Surf City. You can still see rain coming down. North Topsail Beach would be seeing some of that heavier rain. Still plenty of rain, though, over southeastern North Carolina, but gradually the rain is getting a little bit lighter and a little bit less widespread, but still many spots seeing the rain at this hour. But it is just rain, and we think any threat of probably thunderstorms mostly over at this point. You can actually see the storms right here, pretty strong over Columbus County and then weakening as they push their way eastward. We actually had a cluster of storms over the Triangle area, kind of merged with a cluster of storms over South Carolina, right over Columbus County, and that really prompted some pretty extreme lightning with some of the storms that we saw earlier in Columbus County. All right, so the shower and thunderstorm threat dropping off at this point, but a muggy, steamy night ahead. Low of 74 degrees here in Wilmington, and then tomorrow, the classic July day, 90 degrees for the high tomorrow afternoon. Heat index value probably in the neighborhood of 100 degrees. And of course, you have to watch out for the thunderstorms developing as we head into tomorrow afternoon. I'd say on average the next few days, probably slightly above normal amount of thunderstorms, meaning there'll be a little bit above average chance maybe of a few strong or severe storms, and maybe an above average chance of a few storms producing some flood advisories as well out there. So just keep that in mind as you're traveling around. Rip current risk for tomorrow on the moderate end of the scale. You can see along all of our beaches, so you certainly want to be careful if you're heading to the ocean. Plenty of dry time out there. It's not going to rain all day by any stretch of the imagination. There should be plenty of good beach weather, especially tomorrow morning into the early afternoon hours, and we'll probably see a moderate risk of rip currents extending maybe into Saturday as well. Hour by hour forecast model. Again, you can see that cluster of storms rolling through the area, so our hour-by-hour model doing a pretty good job of modeling that, but I think we're in pretty good shape here for the rest of tonight. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, a muggy start, 75 degrees, and then tomorrow afternoon, probably at least a little bit of thunderstorm activity trying to fire up here right along the sea breeze. Model's not as optimistic about storms developing tomorrow, but we'll keep a 40% chance of storms in for tomorrow, and it is a little more optimistic probably heading to Saturday. You can see some scattered storms developing once again, highs near 90 degrees. Good news that tropical Atlantic's quiet. We do not expect anything to develop in the tropics over the next 7 days, and if you like variety and spice in your forecast, you probably don't like this forecast too much because it's pretty much the same forecast every day. High around 90 degrees, about a 40 to 50% chance of storms, overnight lows in the mid-70s, maybe just a slight drop in high temperatures as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, maybe a slight drop off in thunderstorm chances by Tuesday.
Areas across the Carolinas could face some flash flooding from the storms that Eric's been talking about tonight.
According to the National